Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing about Altseason. I'm going to give you three of my altcoins which I think they have a potential to do like 3 or 4x until probably the end of the year in the next 6 months. So stay with me until the end. I'm going to show you everything, where I'm going to buy, where I'm going to sell, and so much more. So subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. We post one video every single day. This video, guys, is brought to you by our amazing partner, Blowfin. We are the best non-KYC exchange, guys. We are running now this crazy promotion until tomorrow. So you got 24 hours. Only one person available to join $3,000 in futures bonus. Hurry up, guys. This is going to be over in one day. Sign up with my link. There's a link in the description. Otherwise, it's going to be lost. But right now, that's what I will tell you guys. Bitcoin has been ranging around basically $94,000 to $95,000. People are losing hope for Altseason, but I'm going to show you why it's probably quite likely it's still going to come. But at the same time, what is actually very important is that the market right now, you can see Bitcoin, you can see things like, Tau. The market is fluctuating left, right, and center. They do, like, for example, Tau up 10%, minus 10%, up 10%. So if you don't understand when to get in, when to get out, short term, and to understand technical analysis, on chain order flow, like we do in our VIP group, guys. You can see, of course, the results. The results are coming. Look at this. Every single day, everything is documented. Look at Jeremy. Jeremy, one of my pro members, placing a call yesterday on Longis Solana, and those are the results, guys. If you want to be in a community of professional traders, professional members, where everybody's helping each other, high quality analysis every single day, high quality analysis for Bitcoin, long term, short term, trading calls, when to buy, when to sell. We have the whole package, guys. Come and join us in our VIP group. Elevate your trading game, your skills. It's 99 USD a month. Is cheap as. We're probably going to increase prices because this is getting crazy. In the last probably 2 months, we had almost like 100% winning rate on trading. So this is the link in the description with the trader as well as our trading results, everything documented over here. Let's go back into BTC, into altcoins, and I'm going to show you the whole deal. So today we're going to have the monthly close. Very important with BTC. That we're going to talk about altcoins. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you my coins. But basically, we had a beautiful, if you're going to close, we closed the candle right now, guys. Monthly candle closed. I don't know what to tell you anymore. This candle looks amazing. So right now, what I would say with BTC, the expectation is that this looks still a very beautiful uptrend. I can't say anything that basically we haven't even broken the 9 EMA on the monthly, and the expectation is going to be a continuation to the upside. Perhaps my target around 135 to 140,000. Now, what could be happening, I would say, in the next few weeks or so? So what I can see right now is that maybe Bitcoin is going to go and have a retracement down to this area around 88 to 90K. Then it's probably going to continue. But what also you have to be aware of is that the economy is still tumbling. So it's something that is making me a little bit bullish and bearish. But I'm going to show you why I'm still a little bit bearish and why I'm bullish. Why I'm bearish? Because yesterday we had a GDP report, guys. GDP report came in minus 0.3%. The US is actually entering into a recession. It's quite obvious from here. You can see the employment rate came at 62,000 compared to 120,000, like zero employment. Unemployment rate is coming today, guys, or Friday. I really want to see the numbers, but it's going to be quite crazy. Initial jobless claim as well is probably going to go higher. So basically, what is happening right now, inflation is falling like a rock. People say it's still high, but come on. It's like a 1.5%. GDP is going down. Unemployment rate is growing. The Fed has to act. Are they going to act next week with the FOMC meeting? Are they going to act now? Very difficult to say. But the certain thing is that very soon the money printer is going to be reactivated again. And if somebody tells me the opposite, that I'm not going to print money, I'm sorry, but what are they going to do? Are they going to go and throw the whole economy into a disaster, or are they going to print money and then pump, like our risk assets? Remember, risk assets always go with liquidity. So if Bitcoin, they're going to start to print more money, BTC it's kind of like inevitable that it has to go higher. However, remember, as I said before, I'm bullish medium term. Maybe for the next 6 months, we could be seeing the Fed started to, again, print more money. But at the same time, remember that if we're going to see some headlines coming with recession, now recession is certain and all of that, there is a risk that we could be seeing one more dip to the downside, which, as I said before, we are basically at this point over here now. Look at that. So we are basically now trying to break this $96 to $97,000. If we're going to be able to close, let's say above probably $101 to $102,000, then I can see breaking all-time high. That's going to be like, quite certain. But at the same time, if we're not going to be able to go and pump BTC over, like say 102K, there is also a scenario in place that we could be seeing a A, B, C pattern, and then we're going to see a push to the upside. So again, the way I'm positioning myself right now, I'm around 50-50 in cash, 50-50 invested. So are we going to see the end of this bull cycle, Bitcoin going to 130,000, 140,000? That's fantastic. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to sell at the level. I made very good money. Or are we going to go down again to the low 69,000, 70,000? I'm going to accumulate more, probably go 80% invested, and then we're going to see another pump. That's why I'm actually bullish regardless. It doesn't really matter where we are. Now, let's talk about altcoins. And I'm going to reveal to you as well the alts which I'm actually interested in, and I think they can do very, very well. So what I want to show you today is going to be important. Is going to be, of course, the Bitcoin dominance chart. Bitcoin dominance chart, I think, is going to be heading towards a 67 to 68% around the level. Because basically what's happening is that doesn't matter if Bitcoin is going to go higher or lower. Usually, when there is a very strong movement to the upside or to the downside, Bitcoin tend to follow, tend to be basically to lead all the cryptocurrency markets. So, if my theory is right, is that we should be seeing BTC dominance to reach probably this level around 68 to 69%, and then what I'm expecting is going to be a drop where it's probably going to be likely going down to the first area around 54%, and the second area probably around 46 to even 44%. I don't have to tell you what is going to be the outlook if this is going to happen. Like in a sense of, if we're going to see a drop down to 48% and Bitcoin is around 100,000, 120,000, I don't have to tell you what is going to be happening to altcoins. Of course, they're going to go higher. Going to go higher. The thing is, it's important to know how high are they going to go. But I'm going to show you now what is going to be my thing. I'm not going to give you these crazy targets, 20x, 30x, completely unrealistic targets for this kind of coins I'm going to show you, because some small caps, potentially they're going to do like a 10x, 20x. But right now, I mean, the thing is with the Bitcoin dominance, there is a clear bearish divergence here. I'll probably say maybe we're going to see one push, but still from this area, the most likely scenario is going to be doing down this way. So the first coin I want to show you guys, sorry, before I show you the coins, I want to show you as well total free market cap. What is going to be my theory? It's going to be important to show you the theory. Let me see if I can find it from here. Here we go. Okay, now this is, guys, is my total free market cap. I'm still of the opinion that a total free market cap is probably into what we call a cup and handle pattern. It could be a cup and handle, it could be a head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulder, which means it's going to be this shoulder, head, and then shoulder. That could be the first theory. Some people say, oh, but it's impossible, all of that. Well, have a look at gold. It played perfectly. Have a look at the S&P 500. Have a look at Bitcoin. Everything with this played perfectly. So what I'm actually thinking right now is that, first of all, my target is going to be probably around the $1.85 trillion. I'm going to just go into a regular chart so you can see a little bit better, but usually the log scale is the one to utilize. But right now, today, to be conservative, I'm going to show you the normal chart. So basically, that's what I'm expecting. It's going to be either a inverted head and shoulder or a cup and handle. So you have a cup here, you have a handle, and then you start to go higher with a target of around 1.9 trillion dollars. That's probably going to be the target from here. So 1.9 trillions. That's what I could be expecting. Why? Because you can see that if I'm going to go and calculate the height of the cup until the previous high, and then I bring it from here, it brings me exactly around $1.9 trillion, 1.8, 1.9. So, of course, let me know in the comment, by the way, what do you think about this? Also, what I want to see is going to be the time where I'm probably going to get out from altcoins. I'm going to be quite, I would say, careful. Is that whenever I'm going to see these two things coming up, number one is going to be if the RSI on the total free is probably going to go here again into an overbought area, and that is probably going to tell me that I have to be very, very careful. Next one is going to break this on here. That's going to be the second level. At this level, guys, I can tell you right now, I'm like out. See you later. Okay, here still maybe, but here I'm definitely going to be out. So again, this one looks like a cup and handle, inverted head and shoulder. The target really brings me to this Fibonacci extension around 1.85. Sorry for my messy drawing, by the way, but this is basically my bullish scenario. Now, as I said before, I'm not excluding, especially if you're going to start to see about news about recession, depression, I don't know what you want to call it. I'm not excluding. If Bitcoin is going to go, let's say, to 102K, then get the rejection down to 70,000, then the expectation could also be that we're going to see 1, 2, 3 down to here, and then we're going to see going up. So basically, again, from here, I'm invested. I'm going to sell probably here down to this point. I'm basically going to go and accumulate more. Now, let's reveal the free altcoins, which I think they're going to do very, very well. Number one, I'm going to show you Avax. Avax is probably one of my favorite altcoins, and I'm going to show you what I think is going to be happening. I'm going to go and show you the logarithmic chart. I like more log charts, and that's what I do all the time. Now, so some people are telling me that Avax could actually be going to break all-time high to go to $600 billion and to the moon and explode. Now, if you actually consider that this looks like a potential triangle, could be like a triangle forming. You can see that he's basically doing this. He's got kind of like consolidating right now, and eventually he will have to break. So similar to what happened to XRP, XRP was basically showing this pattern before, and then he broke out. He did like a 4x, 5x, and you went up like crazy. So if I actually have a look at this, if I have a look at this AVAX, the expectation could be that if we're gonna break it, so some people will say that if I'm gonna go then calculate from here to here, bring it here is gonna be a target of $1,400, which in my opinion is a little bit crazy. So I'm gonna give you a more I would say conservative target for you just to understand where to stand. So I would say that in general, altcoins, if we're not going to be able to break the previous all-time high, which sometimes they're not going to break the all-time high, first of all, you need to make sure that you're going to go and break this resistance on the logarithmic chart. So what happened is quite funny. In December, AVAX went to here, went to this point. It was basically about to break this area, and I was getting super excited because I was expecting finally a beautiful break and go to like $90 to $100. And guess what happened? Boom, it got totally rejected down to here. So very disappointing. Market makers play very, very well, but right now that was going to be our confirmation. We need to see a clear break up to here, up to like $50, and then what I could be expecting from this point is that we're probably going to go end up in this area, in this box, in between 100,000 to 146,000. And again, guys, this is a very conservative target. I'm not saying that Avax is going to go to 300, 400. It could be going there. Okay, so don't get angry if you are an Avax fanboy and you think he's going to go to $400. Maybe he will, but I don't care. But for my risk appetite, that's what I'm basically looking for. The Fibonacci retracement to this 0.618, 7.86 as well. In between 106 and 132 is going to be my target to say I'm probably going to be out. Then I'm going to have a look at the RSI. I'm going to have a look at the RSI from the total free, and then I'm going to decide. Very, very important. But again, the other thing is always look at this as well. So once you're going to go to this point, remember there is a clear divergence here, which could be playing out. So be careful with that. But if there is actually a divergence from here, you want to see this one, this one, this one, and you want to see this one basically being here. Okay, so that's what could be happening with Avax. Now, next one I want to show you guys, Litecoin. Litecoin as well, very similar to XRP before compression stage, is basically doing like something like this, and that was going to be the target. Sorry, I want to go back to Avax. Sorry if I just forgot something very, very important, is that if Avax is going to go up to here, I'm going to sell, but if it's going to go down to this area, which I think is my, I would say, accumulation zone. If it goes around $12 to $15, I'm going to be a buyer. Like I would say 100% I'm going to buy. I think it's going to be a great opportunity. Now, Litecoin is as well. Similar situation. You can see we are basically into this compressive stage. We can calculate again what is going to be the target if we're going to go higher, and it's giving me around 823. Is this like an achievable target? Is like a reasonable target? To be honest, I don't know. But the most I would say a reasonable target you can get from here is going to be, again, calculating for your Fibonacci retracement, bringing you to the 0.618 to the 0.786, and a target of around $280 to $300 is not out of the cards, which is going to be around a 4x from here. So what I could be expecting once we're going to be able to break this very important level of resistance, okay, so we need to break similar to what happened here. Okay, you can see that actually quite funny that with Litecoin, we had a breakout like that. Now we're having a retest. So could be going higher from here. But again, we need to have a confirmation. We had to break that point from here to then finally see the explosion to the upside coming potentially up to the $280 to $300. And also let me know in the comment, guys, do you think those targets are achievable? Are they crazy? Am I going too much? Or do you think you're expecting actually higher prices? Again, I'm going to have a look at this. I'm going to have a look at the RSI, where we are, and that's about it. So altcoins, 320, and then if I had to decide, okay, how we're going to go and buy more, then if I had to decide to buy more, because I told you, be careful right now that this could be, as I showed you before, an ABC. So it could be an a B, and then a C, going down to maybe $40. And then if you're going to go down to, let's say, $50, $40, that's what I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy because I'm expecting something like this to happen. That's going to be actually very, very cool to buy at those kind of levels if Bitcoin is going to go to 70K. And the last one, guys, very important. That's I'm really liking this chart is SUI. I think SUI, and don't get me wrong, guys, I tell all my time, making a laugh with my VIP members is that, to be honest, like, all these altcoins, in my opinion, they have zero value, they have zero use case. They're all basically pump and dump Ponzi scheme designed just to pump and make rich people richer and poor people poorer. But basically, I would just look at the technicals, and I don't care about the use case, about the narrative and all of that, because to me that's just all Ponzi scheme designed just to pump and dump to make people rich. So I'm basically giving you just the technicals. I'm not gonna tell you even what they do, because it has it has zero relevance. Okay, some people will tell you, no, they're amazing, it's very important. To me, that's all bullshit. But now let's have a look at SUI, guys. SUI logarithmic scale. You can see that what I could be expecting from this point is going to be a formation of a potential divergence on the RSI. So what I want to see from here is going to be a potential divergence from here to basically close the cycle. I want to see basically this to happen, okay, which is going to correspond to this to happen. So if I had to get a target for SUI until, let's say, the end of the cycle, I would say that a target of around 8.29 to even 10 maybe. This target here is actually quite achievable. I mean, it's only like a 3x from here, and I mean, only it's got a good target. But at the same time, as I said before, if you actually have a look at the presentation now with SUI, don't get me wrong, this candle is massive. Like, right now, what I would say is that the most likely scenario is going to be something like that, retest from this area around 2.86, and then probably continuation to the upside. That's going to be, very good for us, but also quite achievable. But also remember, if BTC is going to drop down again to 70K, this could happen. And I'll show you very quickly what could be happening. You got this on here, and you got this on here. So theoretically, you're still like in a potential downtrend, and what you could be seeing is going to be this called A, this one called B, and this one called C. And the C brings you exactly to this level of support. So you go 1, you go 2, and you go 3. And this 3 is around $1.10. So SUI could be going down to $1.10, and then you're going to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because again, if you're going to go down to that area, it means that something is wrong with the economy. It means the Fed will have to cut rates. They're not going to say, oh, sorry, the inflation is like a zero, GDP is like -4. No, we're not going to do anything. We're not going to print any money. They're going to print trillions of dollars. It's inevitable. That's the only thing that they can do, and that's probably what they're going to do. Okay, guys, that's about it for today. So you probably saw I just reveal to you a little bit of all the coins, but at the same time, guys, we discuss everything you saw today. We have trading ideas every single day in our VIP group. We also have the spot trading section where we talk about which coins we're going to buy, which coins we're going to sell. Like, for example, we were discussing on the 11th of, you can see everything documented here, spot trading 11th, many altcoins are showing inverted head and shoulder, reversal sign. We already wrote everything here before everything moved and it went up 40-50%. So again, guys, join the VIP if you want to know more of this. And also we do analysis on our request as well on the VIP, which can be very, very useful. But otherwise, I really wish for you an amazing day. Let me know if you like the video. Put a nice comment, put a nice like to pump this bloody algorithm. Almost close to 3,000 followers, so subscribers, sorry. But otherwise, you have a great day, and I'm going to see you tomorrow.